The storm and the calm, heavy seas and heavy hearts. Second reading, St. Paul. Strong headwinds and devastating headaches, human life. In a concert, a portion of the score builds up to a crescendo. Then all the instruments are paused at once. A beat of silence, dead silence, powerful silence. And then the strings start playing again. Slowly, slowly. Then again a crescendo, and then all the instruments are paused at once. That silence is part of the score. The composer, in his wisdom and skill, has added this moment of silence as part of the crescendo, because the crescendo becomes powerful and meaningful only if there is a silence after it. That's how God has designed the music of this world. There's a crescendo, then the dead silence. But that silence is not dead. There's a sound of silence. That silence has got a meaningful sound. It may feel like empty, but there is a meaning in that silence. Now look at today's first reading. Prophet Elijah. Who was Elijah? A man full of courage and faith and hope, full of confidence. A man of great power. He had great faith in God. And he won the battle spectacularly and dramatically. He won the battle against the false prophets of Baal. Dramatic way. It was spectacular. The power of God was so visible. And there was a triumph of victory. Then, all of a sudden, fear took hold of this man. Note that. One moment of glory and confidence in God, faith in God, because everything was going so well. Yeah, we got it. God is powerful, God is good. And then fear. Where did that fear come from? How could a man of faith be affected by fear? One moment of faith, another moment of fear. How can that happen? It can happen to you and me. Part of the score. Part of the score. Here, Elijah flees for his life. How can that happen? A man full of courage and power. One moment he is celebrating, the next moment he is running for his life. A threat to his life from Queen Jezebel, and he is running for his life. All his courage vanished. How can that happen? All his faith in God vanished. How can that happen? It can happen to you and me. Don't be surprised. surprised. Don't be surprised. Faith and fear, they are close neighbors. Faith and doubt, doubt is next door. Doubt is next door. You live in this house, doubt is next door. One moment you are full of faith, then everything comes to a disaster and doubt comes in. Where is your God? And here is Elijah in a cave, in despair, hopelessness. He doesn't want to live any longer. And then sound of thunder, lightning, fire, earthquake. And where is Elijah? On Mount Horeb. Years ago, Moses had a revelation of God, and God came in thunder, lightning, and earthquake. And Elijah thought the same God is coming, because what happened to Moses may be happening to me now. No, it wasn't. Note the difference. For Moses, the Lord came in thunder, lightning, earthquake. But for Elijah, God comes as a gentle breeze. Why so? Why so? Here Elijah had all the thunder, lightning, and storm inside him. So because he had got the storm and thunder inside him, God comes as a gentle breeze. Don't worry, it is going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So when you have thunder, lightning, and storm within you, God may come as a gentle breeze. Sound of silence. Don't you worry. Now look into the gospel. I will go back to that again. The disciples had a moment of glory. They were basking in the glory because a few minutes or hours before, the Lord had multiplied the loaves and fed 5,000 people. A great miracle, wonderful. This God is powerful. Oh, believe in Him, follow Him. You are going to be all enjoying life. Go with Him because He can do miracles. Feed the 1,000. They could see the miracle and they believed. Full of joy, full of confidence. Oh, God is wonderful. And then they find the storm. So when you are enjoying a bit of calm and glory and peace, you expect the storm. Part of the score. Part of the score. When everything is going so well, so peaceful, everything is going so well, you are full of confidence, and there comes the storm. And when you are full of storm inside, fire inside, thunder inside, the Lord comes as calm. Part of the score. So when you are so much at peace, full of confidence, be ready, a storm is coming your way. And when you are full of storm within you, storms inside you, heavy, the headaches, the heartaches, everything in your life, then be ready. The Lord is coming as a balm, as calm. Don't you worry. It's all part of the score. For Elijah, the Lord came as a balm, a consoling presence, quiet, peaceful presence. And look at the second reading. There's so much in today's readings. So if I'm taking too much of your time, good for you. Because these readings they are kind of foundation. Once you understand these things, you can take life head on. Paul is so upset. Let me read what he says. Very beautiful. My sorrow is so great, my mental anguish so endless. What happened to Paul? Paul is so feeling his heart so heavy. Not because he did something wrong, only because of his love for his own people. Fellow Jews, his fellow Jews, they have been waiting for a Messiah, and here I am. I have found the Messiah, but they won't believe what I preach to them. They reject me. This is the last boat. Nobody else is coming this way. No Messiah is coming this way, and the Messiah has come, and I have found him, and I am telling them, and they won't believe it. So the pain of this man, having experienced Jesus, Paul says, oh, if only my brothers and sisters, my fellow Jews, if only they believed in Jesus. No other Messiah coming. He is the last one, the only one. This is the last boat. Get on. No, they won't do. Paul is so upset. Here is a message for those of you who are upset over your children. I find that message in this reading. Suppose you worry about your children because they haven't got your faith. They don't practice the faith the way you do. They don't go to mass, they don't come to church, they may not have even the faith the way you understand it. But don't get upset. Here Paul, after having all this, going through this pain, Paul says, I leave it to the Lord. And then Paul says, maybe I will speak to the Gentiles. That is my mission. The same way, dear parents, if you're worried about your children, leave it to the Lord and be at peace. God has His own ways of taking care of His children. None of your business. Now let us go to the Gospel for a few moments. The Lord coming to His disciples walking on the water. And Peter is given an opportunity to do the same. The only human being walked on water, Peter. Peter walked on water. He did. He had a moment of great faith and courage, believed in the word of Jesus, and there he walked on water. He made it. Then, watch this. You and me. Fear, out of the blue, took hold of him. The human side, don't condemn Peter. Admire his courage. He at least put his first foot on the water. What a courage. Admire that man for that. What a courage to step from the boat into the water, believing this water is going to hold me up. That kind of faith he had in the Lord. Then, like a human being, the fear took hold of him. Don't be surprised. Fear is next door. Life can be too much. Life can be too much. And you find yourself, where is my God? Where is my God? When you say, where is my God, just to be sure the Lord is coming, walking on that stormy sea. The moment you think, where is God? Be sure, I can't see him. There is a fog. There's a stormy sea. There are storms. All I see are the storms, but I can see the Lord is somewhere there, very close by. And he says, do not be afraid. It's I. It is I. Ego eimi. Akia, Asher, Akia in Hebrew. Akia, Asher, Akia, here I am. Name of God. The creator of the universe, his name is I am who I am. Here I am. Do not be afraid. So every time you face storms in your life, find yourself lost in the sea with the heavy seas or strong headwinds, whatever happens in your life, be sure the Lord is coming, walking on that stormy sea and telling you, here I am, do not be afraid. I close with the words of Scottish philosopher John McMurray. Note these words. Illusory faith or illusory religion is this: trust in God, have no fear. The things you are afraid of, the Lord will make sure they will not happen. Illusory faith. It's an illusion. Trust in God, do not have any fear. Lord will make sure the things you are afraid of will not happen. That is an illusion. Don't have that. Real faith is this: trust in God, do not be afraid. The things you are afraid of will most likely happen. The things you are scared of will most likely happen. But they are nothing to be afraid of. That is real faith. Trust in God. Do not be afraid. The things you are scared of will most likely happen. But they are nothing to be afraid of. The Lord is the calm in the storm. He is a still point in the tumult of life.